In this episode, we look at the latest price movements on the fresh produce markets in South Africa, with tomato prices increasing by about 62% over the past week. We also see that the average onion price decreased, but a scarcity of red onions resulted in prices to increase by 33% the past week. We also see that other prices are the only major fruit currently on a lower level compared to a year ago. All in this week's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi, I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe, and this is the AMT John Deere Fruit and Vegetable Outlook, brought to you by John Deere, Nile.ag, Halfway Toyota, Ottery, and Zimmatic irrigation systems. Feel free to visit our website at amtrends.co.za for the latest prices, information, and more detailed reports. You can also watch these videos on YouTube or Facebook, or join one of our popular WhatsApp groups. I'll put all the links in the description below. And make sure to like this video to keep up to date with the latest content. But with that said, let's look at what happened in the economy over the past week. The rand is trading on a much stronger level compared to last week and is currently trading on 18.16 rand per US dollar, which is mostly driven by a weaker dollar at the moment. The United States announced that they will not raise interest rates for now, which resulted in low demand for the dollar, stronger for the rand, and as a result, a stronger rand-dollar exchange rate. Brent oil prices decreased to $86 per barrel due to concerns about the conflict in Gaza easing at the moment, reducing concerns about oil supply, especially from the surrounding areas as well. These are all good signs that our fuel prices may be adjusted downwards soon. In the vegetable market, the average national potato price traded sideways on 86.28 rand per 10 kg bag, with volumes still on a relatively higher level, which can result in lower prices this week as well, especially considering lower expected demand. The average large potato price traded lower on 106 rand, while smalls traded higher on 62 rand per 10 kg bag. The average Sephora price traded on 94, while Mondials traded on 86 rand. Tomato prices, as mentioned, increased by 62% to 13.26 rand, while volumes decreased by 32% over the past week. The lower volumes are due to the cold weather, which resulted in slower ripening. When we see warmer weather and when we experience warmer weather again, the opposite can also happen, with more volumes at once entering into the market, which can result in significantly lower prices in about a week or 2 weeks' time. The extra large tomato price traded on 15.90 rand, while mediums traded higher of 13.28 rand per kilogram. The national average carrot price remained in its long-term sideways trend and traded on 4.27 rand per kilogram, while the average large carrot price decreased to 4.30 rand. Expect prices to start increasing from the middle of November and peak just before Christmas. Onion prices decreased to 41.99 rand per 10 kg bag last week, which is about 4% lower week on week. Brown onions traded on 40 rand, white onions on 41, while red onions traded 33% higher on 132 rand per 10 kg bag. The average price is likely to stay on a lower level, however, but possibly increase just before Christmas when we see slightly higher demand. This broadcast is made possible by John Deere, Nile.ag, Halfway Toyota, Ottery, and Zimmatic irrigation systems. Nile's online market makes it possible to order directly from South Africa's leading producers. Producers get the benefit of better price transparency, lower commissions, and faster payments. Learn more about Nile.ag on their website www.nile.ag. For a journey of a lifetime, let Halfway Toyota, Ottery help you find your first prize. For more information and the best deals nationwide, contact their dealer principal Andrew VM directly on 083 457 8057 and get the best price and service nationwide for the Toyota of your choice. Looking at other market prices, however, the average pepper price increased to 14.03 rand per kilogram, which was mostly driven by lower volumes. Green peppers traded on 9.64 rand, yellow peppers on 28.73 rand, while red peppers traded on 28.52 rand per kilogram. Cabbage prices also increased by about 7% to R2.22, while garlic prices continued on a downward trend due to higher supply and traded on R45.28. Higher garlic production will continue to put pressure on this price as we approach the end of the year. Spinach prices increased to R2.92, while sweet potato prices stayed on extremely high levels and increasing to R15.31 per kilogram last week. The pumpkin price, however, decreased by 25% to R5.60 per kilogram and is likely to continue in a downward trend over the next 2 weeks. Moving over to the fruit markets, the banana price increased slightly to R11.63 per kilogram, which is about 2% higher compared to the previous week. The expectation is still that these prices can stay on a higher level until the end of the year, but mostly due to limited supply entering into the markets. We see that apple prices are about 56% higher than a year ago, trading on R12.53, while pear prices are 85% higher year on year on R13.49 per kilogram. It's expected that apple and pear prices can stay on this higher level until the end of this year. The orange price decreased slightly the past week to R7.48 per kilogram, but it's still 58% higher compared to last year this time. This price is likely to also continue in its upward trend until the middle of February next year. The avo price is now trading on R19.34 per kilogram and is the only major fruit that's currently trading on a lower level compared to a year ago. Grape prices decreased to R97.66 per kilogram last week, with local production that can start to pick up soon, which will force these prices significantly downward. The pineapple price increased further, now trading on R15.90 per kilogram, which is 64% higher compared to a year ago. Zimmatic irrigation systems are built to last. From industry-leading durability and strength to innovative enhancements and advanced technology, every product is designed to be a part of a custom and flexible solution that will best support you and your field. These videos are made possible by John Deere, Nile.ag, halfway Deere Ottery, and Zimmatic irrigation systems. I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe, and thank you for watching.